Dear friends, in this video we shall discuss about the limitations of remote sensing. In the previous videos I have discussed about the remote sensing, the concept, applications, etc. So now I'll discuss about the limitations of remote sensing. In the concept we have studied about the uh, two types of remote sensing. The one is photographic remote sensing and the second one is satellite remote sensing. So what is the photographic remote sensing? The remote sensing, it is the remote sensing data obtained by the aircrafts as platforms. These are called as aerial photographs. Satellite remote sensing. Here, the remote sensing data are obtained by satellites as platform, and these data are called as imageries. And also we have seen the uh, satellite launch vehicles like the PSLV, GSLV, and the Russian launch vehicles Vostok and Monlia. What is the long form of PSLV? The long form of PSLV is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicles. And the long form of GSLV is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicles. Also, we are seeing the applications of remote sensing like agriculture, forestry, and range resources. The land use and land cover mapping. And also we can use in geology, water resource management, oceanography and marine coastal resources, national securities, environmental studies, transportation facilities, and the urban and town planning. So now let us see the limitations of remote sensing. The interpretation of imagery requires absolute skill level and difficulty. This remote sensing needs cross verification with ground survey. It means field truth data. The third one is data from multiple sources may create confusion. The fourth one is distortions may occur in an image due to relative motion of sensor and source. And the last one is expensive to build and operate. As per the first point, the interpretation of imagery requires absolute skill level and the difficulties. Of course, the skill level is essential in the technical field, especially in remote sensing. The data is collecting from the distance without touching it. That's why the more skill is required. And this, as per second point, cross verification with the ground survey. Sometimes we need to go for cross verification with the field truth. And sometimes there may be a chances of creating confusion in at the 2-3 times correcting the data. Sometimes distortions also may occur an image due to relative motion of sensor and source. Always it will be in motion. That's why there may be some the distortion. So that can be eliminated by collecting data once again. And as per the last point, expensive to build and operate. Of course, this is expensive because here we are using aircrafts and the satellites and all. So it is expensive, but it is very useful.